Everyone. We at Agency Reporter are pleased to host another session of In Conversation with, where we have insightful conversations with industry experts. And today we have with us Khushbu Sharma Solanki. Khushbu is the founder of Zero Gravity Communications, which is a full service agency. Welcome, Khushbu.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Our second guest is Arjit Soni. He's the founder and CEO of MyBike, which is a leading bicycle sharing service in India. Welcome, Arjit.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you both. So in this interview, I'd like to understand and divulge into a conversation with both of you about the relationship between the brand MyBike and Zero Gravity Communications and the work that you both have been doing for MyBike. So let's start with the basics. My first question is for Arjit. Arjit, how did the idea of starting MyBike come about, and what were the reasons that motivated you to come up with something like this in India?
Okay, so I was in Mumbai for between 2007 and 2010, and every day commuting through the Mumbai locals, I would face this issue of first and last mile connectivity, going from hostel to my Andheri station and from Dadar to my office. So one day, fed up, it just struck me: what if I buy two cycles, one to go from my hostel to Andheri, and the second bike to go from Dadar to office? And yeah, that was the eureka moment. I came back to Ahmedabad, joined my father, worked with him for a couple of years, but this idea kept, I kept toying with this idea, and I could see that it had a huge social impact if proven, and that is what gave me the conviction to plunge into this. Yeah.
Right. So my next question is for Khushbu. Khushbu, I believe Zero Gravity has been associated with MyBike since the very beginning, right? And since the brand was relatively venturing into an untapped sector, it was such a new sort of a concept. What were your initial thoughts when you started building the brand from scratch?
So I think Arjit and I started our journey together. They were one of the first few clients that we started working in 2014. So it's been 7 years, and he was starting. We were both young entrepreneurs. We just wanted to kind of do our best when we started, not get defined by norms, not do anything that comes with a definition. So we experimented a lot. We didn't have benchmarks to follow, so we went with the flow, and we worked very closely initially, at least, to the things that with the budgets that we had, or the problem that we are trying to solve, or local understanding of people, the behavior, how are we going to fit the brand, where is it going to stand. So there's a lot of discussions, there are a lot of detailing, a lot of work that has been done directly by me and Arjit now, though our teams work, but there is any important campaign, or there's anything where we feel we are not kind of on the same page, we still end up doing the thing that we used to do when we started working. So it's been like an evolving journey,
Right.
And that's pretty much all about.
Right. So you actually covered my next question. So I just wanted to understand the journey of MyBike from both your perspective. Maybe Arjit could talk about the brand's evolution as a whole, and maybe Khushbu could just talk about the marketing perspective of things.
Sure.
So the first 3 years were really about product market fit. We were really
finding that product market fit with our lot of things. That I think I'm just adding to what Arjit was saying, that while he was figuring that out for the product pricing and everything, we were very aligned, finding the same for marketing communication, that what is it going to be connecting with people, which language are we going to use. We still do that, but I think first 3 years was very intense.
Yeah.
Please, Arjit, continue.
And only in 2018, we figured out, okay, this thing works and this doesn't, and that's where we had a clear. We started getting more clarity as to in which direction we want to go and take this brand forward. So yeah, earlier we were into pure bicycle rentals. While the concept was of solving first and last mile connectivity, the first 3 years, due to a lot of limitations and challenges, we weren't really able to execute what we wanted to. It was only after 2018 where we started getting all the puzzles in place, and when we finally started doing what we always wanted to do with MyBike. So Zero Gravity has really helped us in this journey where the communication and the positioning has kept evolving as we
Yes, we moved
strive
along
with
the
it.
way.
Yeah.
So I'll just add to what Arjit said that we've had a lot of heated discussions about what is it going to be. He comes from customer point of view of on ground. So Arjit is a very good operational guy. He's hands on with his business. He knows what customers are saying. So and we bring in very mass marketing perspective to it that this is how the communication has to be, and he'll say no, but people are consuming it another way, and we start from that point to reach a point where we both agree upon, and at times we lose an argument and we say okay, we'll go with what you say, and we learn on the way. So we've done that very on go. So it's never like because agency said so it's going to be the way, or because client said it's going to be the way. So that's not been the case. So we've evolved, like Arjit was saying, with communication. The beauty of working with MyBike is it's a startup. We never had like a very big budget to kind of blow and make a noise about, but we kind of learned a lot on the process. So we enjoy the journey of creating a brand with whatever platform, means and budget we had around that. So if we realize that our stands are a communication point which are being seen by everyone, then we make sure that we literally give more than a print ad attention to what is going to be on the stands, because that's the only medium available for me. We realize that like Arjit said, it's the problem that we are solving is first mile, last mile, but very important problem for me is making Ahmedabad believe that they can cycle. Because we are a country without cycle tracks, we are a country without habit of cycling. So how are we going to make people cycle? So we literally worked on creating a lot of cycling related content, a lot of excitement events, a lot of things around cycling to get people to cycle first, then they will do MyBike. So, and then say that when you mean cycling, it is MyBike. So it's a very logical conclusion to the communication that we kind of approached. But it was an evolving journey. So it's not like we came up with a very big campaign and then we go about it. We evolve with each step, and that's the journey so far.
So I guess it was always like a collaborative effort between MyBike and the agency.
Yes, absolutely.
So Arjit, you mentioned that you stuck to Ahmedabad in the initial days. So was there a particular reason behind that, and what was this competition like during those days, and maybe even in the current scenario, if you could just talk about that?
So Ahmedabad was an obvious choice because I had a home advantage. I had the team and the resources of my father's office immediately available. I had the necessary connections at the government and administrative level to get things done. Also because Ahmedabad had after Delhi, I'm talking about 2014, it had the biggest urban transport system in the form of the BRTS, which was a big success. So I had to decide which city is going to give me the best administrative will, the best road infrastructure, and the best public transport. And I think Ahmedabad coincidentally fit right into those scheme of things. And hence Ahmedabad was the right city to start this business. Yeah.
Right. And if you could just talk about the competition that you have been facing till now.
So honestly, there hasn't been great competition because while a lot of companies have come in India and have tried to foray into the same problem that we are trying to solve, the medium or the choice of medium to solve this problem, we have stuck to bicycles, where others started with bicycles, failed, and have moved on to electric scooters and still trying to figure it out. So we have had very good success with bicycles, and that is one of the key differentiation. So we don't really have competitors now who are using bicycle as a medium. And yes, we would be very soon foraying into electric, but we will be doing electric bicycles and not pure electric scooters. So that's how we are going to keep differentiating ourselves from the competition. Yeah.
Right. So you basically have stuck to your USP till now, and that has always worked in your favor, right?
Yeah.
So Khushbu, like you mentioned, you were trying to build a cycling culture in a city like Ahmedabad, and I'm sure that would have come with its own challenges. So if you could just talk a little bit about the challenges that you tackled while you were creating the brand's identity.
So the biggest challenge was we definitely. One is we never had a budget to change the perception.
Right.
So when you're making like, when Flipkart came in, they spent huge advertising money to educate people to buy online. It's safe to buy online. You can buy anything online. There's a lot of it's easy. It's safe to do transactions. If you see those old ads of Flipkart, they were all about educating people that you can do this online and all of that. So that was a behavior change that we are trying to bring in with the budget. The ironic part is that unless you're a burn, we've never been a burn business. Like Arjit is never been, my bike has never been into huge money.
We have bootstrapped ourselves so far.
Yes, so it's a bootstrap company, and there you don't have we haven't done a single print ad so far, though we've been featured in media with a lot of other things that we've done. So there's a perception, and very big part what Arjit said, it started with BRTS. So initially, because there was no big budget to communicate what we are doing, the perception was created by audience on their own that it's a government ka initiative. Okay, it stands itne hi hai. We didn't have connectivity when we started with everywhere. There's a lot of negative PR that happened with something or other because of government bodies coming in, doing a lot of things around it, and we never kind of went out and created anything against it, which we used to be frustrated many a times as a team. But then we kind of used in other way and used digital very strongly. So if you look at My Bike's digital presence, it's pretty much like Twitter. If there's a comment, even Arjit will read it and even I will read it, like what's happening here. So it's very hands-on. So we used what means we had in our hand with the budgets that we had, and we kind of made a max out of it. So there's an audience out there who doesn't know or still doesn't have an idea of what My Bike is in Ahmedabad, but then there is this user base that has been created where they know we do rides, they know it's available in Riverfront, they know it's in Kakaria, they know which are stands put up. So the challenges were many, and always the money is the biggest challenge. But for me, money was not so much the only challenge as the constraint of not being able to go out and say who we are at the scale that we would have loved to do. And we still do that, and we are, as an agency, also don't believe that we need to burn that money, because the product speaks for itself. We have a high reference base. We have a very strong, cycling community, like not just our social media, we have community in groups which is more active. When we used to do ride, people would come and volunteer to take pictures and share with us. So there's a lot of if I'm scrolling my Instagram and look at local people, I have so many friends who don't tag My Bike, but they're using My Bike. Like I've seen people in Bombay doing it, and that's the biggest user generated content that we are doing, and we continue to do so. But yes, the biggest challenge is not budget, but the constraint that has been brought down to not being able to execute the ideas or the project to its fullest.
Right. Just
to add here, one of the smartest things we did at My Bike was we did a lot of cycling rides and events. So that turned out to be a great way to give consumer a taste, because this is at the end of the day experience selling. If a person is coming to the rides and events, he's not coming alone, he's bringing his friends along. So that was
there's a whole culture creation that was happening, and it still happens pretty regularly. Like one of the things to do in Ahmedabad is night ride, and that happens by My Bike. Right. So if it was, what was that Sunday thing we used to have?
Sunday meetups, Saturday night rides, heritage rides.
So there's a lot of things, heritage ride. There's a lot of things. These are cultural stuff that we did, and in fact, media, radio, print, RJs used to participate and talk about it. We didn't pay them, but they just did. So there's a lot of community engagement that we focused upon, and I think that worked the best for us.
Right. So I think from what you've just told me, it's pretty evident that the cycling culture has now been created thanks to My Bike and Zero Gravity, of course. So,
in fact, I would add to it that whoever in cycling bike share has come in lately in last 1 or 2 years, have got that ready market because of what My Bike has created in last 7 years. So, if another player comes in Ahmedabad and puts up more cycles, more e-bikes, more this thing, but we were the one to kind of tell people that you have to do that. So it is basically, the market created by us as an awareness, and then, now it's opened up very well.
So, I'd like to talk a little bit about money now. So, Arjit, coming to the business part of things, can you just give us a little more insight into the business and the revenue model of My Bike?
So essentially, we have two customer segments, B2C and B2B. Until last year, we were more focused on the B2B space because in B2C, we are trying to have advocacy with the government, get the policies and permissions in place. And last year, we expanded our B2C business very aggressively and we've got a great results. And in fact, this year, we are on the way to add another 10,000 bicycles in just Ahmedabad alone. So in case of B2B and both B2C, the revenue stream is primarily bike rental charges that we charge from the user. In case of B2B, the institution or the campus owner pays while the service is utilized by their residents. And in case of BTC, the user pays themselves. And the other revenue stream that we have started to generate is advertisement on bicycles. So there are two ways to look about it. We are trying to get bicycles sponsored in lieu of branding, and the other way is that we invest in bicycles and sell the space by the month or by some duration. On the business front, we have been the only startup, I guess, in the country who has been profitable at a PBT level. So constraints have really brought out a lot of creativity out of us, and I think we are the only mobility player in the country who's profitable and who's growing sustainably.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. So Khushbu, my next question is for you. Like you mentioned the different kinds of cultural programs or community engagement that you mentioned earlier. So I'm sure the pandemic must have forced you to be a little more creative in terms of your campaigns. So what were the latest, some of the latest branding and marketing efforts that you're looking at with respect to My Bike? If you could just talk about that a little bit.
So I think we've just had that discussion, so it's pretty fresh. So we are now, like every now and again, we sit and we look at the way we are communicating, and that comes from a lot from what Arjit shares and the team shares. Their team shares with us from the ground level data that what users are seeing, where they are going, and now My Bike is not just Ahmedabad. My Bike is Udaipur. My Bike is Bombay. My Bike is Kochi. We just launched Kochi. So now it's going to different states. There are different language coming in. So what we did in Ahmedabad or what way we understand My Bike in Ahmedabad, it's not just that. So a communication is a lot more geographical expanded. We try to bring in the local flavor for whatever state we are going in, wherever we are going. And like if you see Kochi, it's all way Kochi types, that has happened. If we did metro, when we went in Bombay metro, we did a lot of that Bombay specific communication. So same as Udaipur or Div when we had done. So it's very much regionally focused, specific to the project. Like when we're doing B2B, we talk about that. So recently now the focus right now is in two directions. One is making our own home base more stronger with the campaigns. What are we communicating? So maybe 7 years back, we had limited resources in terms of our assets, our network, our expansion, our tech. So that is a lot more advanced. Like Arjit added that we are adding 10,000 cycles in Ahmedabad alone this year. So the strength, the usability is going to go to a different scale. So how are we going to create enough excitement? And ours is a product which, it's not like an ample and supply. So if I create too much of a buzz and everybody goes out on the street looking for a cycle and cycle is not available, works negative for me. So there's a lot of moderation that needs to be done, as in, that balances it out. So one focus is very much creating stronger base with the additional strengths that we are adding in Ahmedabad, and two, wherever we're going regionally, how strong we kind of do local marketing, we do local BTL, ATL, digital, that those specific centers are immediately churning out better using of cycles and all. So so now My Bike is like somewhat two-way focus. One, regionally strong, as well as expanding the footprints wherever we are doing it out.
Right. So Arjit, lastly, I'd just like to know your long-term plans for MyBike. Just like Khushbu said, that it's now spreading across the country slowly and steadily. So if you could just talk about that a little bit.
So we are going to take one baby step before we take a large big step. We are going to essentially focus on our home market Ahmedabad for this year and really try to saturate it completely. Wherein any outsider steps in Ahmedabad and he says this is the cycling capital of the country.
Mhm.
So that's a clear direction which we want to pursue. As a brand, we want to evolve into a mobility platform. So we want to become a mobility as a subscription business model wherein we integrate not just bicycles but also public transport ticketing within our app. We partner with, say, an Ola and Uber to offer taxi at assured rates, and we say partner with a Zoom car to offer car rentals which you might need on a given weekend. So we realize very well that a bicycle can't fit into a user's mobility needs every day. His mobility needs will vary, and how we can provide all these solutions within the app and then build a subscription model which basically covers all the mobility needs and gives user a fixed cost for his mobility per month. So that's how we want to evolve and become a mass player, mobility as a subscription player. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I think I'd like to end the interview on this note. Thank you so much, Khushbu. Thank you so much, Ajit. I think it was a very, very insightful conversation.